guys know that this is literally when I'm at my happiest, right? Like, plants. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Brian, and you're watching SEMO. And today, we're a modern plant lifestyle. Alright, so this video originally was supposed to be a plant haul. I recently got a good amount of new plants, and I was like, listen, we finna do a plant haul. But then as I was assembling some of these things, I realized that some of my favorites, especially some of my recent favorites, were actually from local nurseries. So I wanted to kind of switch gears in this video and use it to talk about some of the nurseries here in Baltimore City that I love. And matter of fact, all of them, I believe, are actually in Baltimore City. So let us get into it. We will be talking about 5 different nurseries. Each of these are in Baltimore City, as I said, and I have bought plants from each one of them. So here are some of my either recent pickups, which most of these are. They are all within like the last 3 weeks, except for one that I actually got at the beginning of the summer. But you know what? We're not here for that. We're here to talk about the vibes, the good places, the good people. So since this one is right here, we are going to start with this amazing peace lily that I actually got from Fleur de Lis Florist in downtown Baltimore. Of course, I'm actually going to link that below because I don't speak French. That's not my first language. And I want y'all to actually find where I got this plant from. So when I walked into this place, this is actually my first time. I walked by it hundreds of times, but this is actually my first time going inside the store. And it's very opulent experience. Like everything's very fancy. There are fancy cash pots and vases and plant arrangements. And I'm a pretty simple plant guy, so I just needed something, you know, get in and out. I actually ended up getting a couple stems of cotton, and I ended up seeing this bad boy in the corner, and I was like, I need that. Throw it in the bag, run it up. Here's a credit card. Don't care about the price. Cap, that's cap. I'm sorry, I care about the price a lot. I'm not gonna talk about prices in this video because I feel like that's irrelevant. The point of this video is that I want you to go visit each of these nurseries that I'm talking about. So I need you to go check out Fleur de Lis Florist in downtown Baltimore. This next one is my tiny little Sansevieria baby. This is actually from a new place I actually just discovered within the last week called the Greenhouse at Good Neighbor. And Good Neighbor is a coffee shop slash bookstore slash greenhouse in Hamden in Baltimore. I found out about them through some friends of mine, and I showed up one day for a socially distant day party and saw this little buddy inside of the greenhouse, and I was like, I have to have it. And I don't regret the purchase, and I'm actually going back to get more plants when I can. So definitely loving this from the Greenhouse at Good Neighbor, and I will be back to get more plants. Next is, so let's actually talk about a three-peat real quick. A trio of pothos, I should say. First we have this Pearls in Jade pretty baby right here. Next we have a sexy silver satin pothos. And then we have our luscious jade pothos. And all 3 of these came from Willow in Remington. B Willow was actually probably one of the first nurseries in Baltimore I actually started buying plants from. Before my January house fire, I actually had, I would definitely say upwards of 25 plants that I specifically got from B Willow, and I'm hoping to build that back up before the year is over. But I love B Willow. I just love going into the shop. It's so beautiful, so relaxing. And it's just such a good vibe. Everyone there is so nice. I've actually been able to identify a ton of plants that I got from big box garden centers at B Willow, and their staff is just so patient. And I don't know, every time I go in there, I just want to spend $1,000, but you know, it's not how life works sometimes. But yeah, B Willow, Remington, check them out. Of course, I'm gonna have all of these places linked below, so you know, check them out. Next, I have this beautiful dark star. I got this from Greenfields in, I guess you could say that's like Mount Washington area of the city, right off of 83. I got this at the beginning of spring as kind of like a, oh, this is cute, I'll just have this around. But this baby has been thriving and growing ever since I brought it home. I've repotted it twice already because it just started shooting, and it's doing so well right now, and I can't wait to go back to Greenfield in the spring to get more interesting plants. I want to try to grow a pretty unique houseplant collection. There are definitely some like common favorites that I just can't get around. I just want them and I love them so much, and I'm not really looking to go to like the super rare sort of space. That's I don't know, that space in the plant community is a little elitist for me. I'm not really feeling it, and I don't really like how people sort of carry themselves when they talk about a lot of these plants, and how they sort of use them as like markers of like, I'm more superior than you. I just don't feel that. I feel like plants are such a spiritual thing that, I don't know, I feel like the world is just so much bigger than that, and we need to stop trying to be so much more superior than other people based off of things that we can afford that they can't. I think that's corny. But next is this. Look at this big boy. So let me tell you, you see where the stem is right here? This little stem was how big this aloe was when it got to this pot. This aloe started off as a decoration piece in the tank of my bearded dragon, and he started destroying it. And I was like, I really like aloe. I really want to figure out how to keep this. So I took it out, nursed it for a little while, put it in this big old pot, and put it in a nice, I believe, west window. I just recently started, I would say within the past maybe week or two, started adding some supplemental lighting. But before the supplemental lighting, this was just shooting, growing. I feel like every week there's a new growth in it, and it's just kind of like, it's just soaring up. I actually want to start a mini aloe garden of just various different aloes. I love aloe, and I don't use it for the gel. I prefer to get aloe gel that's already been sort of processed. Some of the pathogens and sort of like raw chemicals that can be absorbed into aloe can be kind of dangerous for you sometimes. So I try to get aloe that's already formulated for the skin to kind of avoid those issues. But again, if that's what you've been practicing, I respect it. Do you, just not for me. Lastly, what we have is actually a gift, a gifty gift from a super great friend of mine, Shay McCoy Photography. I'm going to link her down below. Her work is amazing. She has a spectacular book coming soon that I'm going to talk about on this channel when it comes out, because I'm so proud of her. but she actually gifted me and my partner this amazing snake plant, and this is from Plantacea in Federal Hill, which is a nursery that I just keep missing scheduling wise, but I really want to go check out. I'm really happy that, number one, I'm happy that she got me a plant from a local nursery, because that's, you know, I don't know, it just means a little bit more. But I've always wanted a snake plant. You would think for most plant people, that's usually what they're told to get first is, you know, get a Sansevieria, they won't die, start there. But I'm just now kind of hopping on to this, like probably like a year into the plant game. And I love it. I love it to death. It sits right front and center in my living room. Everyone that stops by, who can stop by, of course, during times because of COVID, they love it. I love it. I just look at it every day and smile, and I'm just glad to have it. And I hope to make my way to Plantacea and Fells Point, so that way I can get another plant for myself. But yeah, so that is it of my small but mighty collection of houseplants from local nurseries here in Baltimore. I will link every single nursery that I've talked about in this video down below, and I will let you guys know the next time I pick up some amazing things from some local nurseries. This isn't the entire collection that I have from local nurseries, but these are definitely some of my favorites and some of my most recent pickups. So if you liked what you saw, let me know down below. Like the video, follow me, turn on post notifications, comment your favorite plant, a plant that you feel like I need to get right now, and really just what's making you happy right now. I want to make that a theme in these videos of just commenting something that makes you happy, like whatever it is. Like, I'm not gonna say be appropriate, but like be honest. Like, what really makes you happy? Let me know in the comments. You can follow me anywhere, but more specifically Twitter and Instagram at Brian X Seymour. That will be linked down below. And that's it for today, guys. That way.